So we've had some great guests over the last Thursdays. We had Doc Moore last week. He went on to win an O'Brien Award. Maybe we're good luck.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe we are good luck.
Well, I always say that about myself. When I'm interviewing people, I am good
You
luck.
are good luck. And here we are bragging about the temperatures. But it's always bragging about the temperatures in Florida.
Oh, I heard she said it was chilly.
Okay. Well, now hold up. Let's bring in Casie Coleman now. Because, Casie, you are a proud Canadian. Have you gone a little bit soft with us during the last couple of years since you moved down to Florida?
I agree. I probably have one a bit soft. I'll admit that. Saying that, I've been down here 12, 13 years now, and this is by far our coldest and worst winter we've had. I know you guys won't feel bad for me coming from the north, but it's been windy, cold, rainy. It's not been typical Florida weather.
Well, I want to thank you for taking time out of your schedule to join us. In fact, kind of just worked out. Casie had a very early dinner, which is great.
The early bird special.
Wonder if she bumped into Jerry Seinfeld down there having the early bird special. But let's talk about some of the horses that we look forward to you having race next season, because you just won another O'Brien Award with a horse that you own in Legendary Hanover. And I was talking with colleague Randy Waples, and Randy was texting you asking you if Legendary Hanover had grown up, and you sent him a photo. And this guy, it looks like he is kind of turned into a bit of a man right now. You must be so pleased with how he's coming along.
Yeah, he was a big boy as a 2-year-old, but he's filled into himself now. He's a man now. He's got a big ass end, big shoulder. He last time I measured his hobbles, I think they're about 64 inches. But he's a big boy, and he's training back great. He looks like $1 million. He's training very, very good. I got nothing negative to say about him right now. If everything looks this good come North American Cup time with him, I will be pretty happy.
Some of the other stars that you have that are prepping again, you got Line Drive, of course, who's been prepping back with Linda Toscano, you mentioned. But Randy's heart was broken when he found out that the big mare is going to be retired and bred, and that's Mollop Hanover.
Yeah, Mollop, we hemmed and hawed what to do with her, and we decided we're going to breed her. So she's with Spring Station Farms in Lexington, Kentucky. Eric Good owns a chunk of her and owns that farm. And we're going to breed her to Captain Treacherous and hope for some nice, fast, good-looking Mollop babies coming up. And on Line Drive that you mentioned, he's with Linda, and he's been in 210 now, and he's ready to qualify like the end of February, she mentioned to me.
I wanted to ask you about a career decision that you made, because I was looking up your stats. You had over 10,000 starters as a trainer. You won 2,300 races. At what point did you say, you know what, I want to step back a little bit and I want to focus in on the babies? What led to that decision, and when did you realize that was the direction you wanted to go in?
Well, kind of when I got out of the claimers and overnight horses and went to the babies, and it ended up being a very good decision. I've been very fortunate to have some very fast babies and a handful that went on to be stud, which has kind of changed things for me. And it's been, I love the stakes program. I love racing 2- and 3-year-olds. It's not often I keep an older one anymore. I got Line Drive now, but he's the only one older than 3 at the moment. And there's 16 here with me and 1 with Linda to make 17. But yeah, I just stepped back. I used to keep between 100 to 130-ish in my stable, but I just took the numbers back substantially, and I like the way I'm doing things right now with just selecting and prepping young horses.
That's that quality, not quantity move, right? Makes total sense. Now, if people follow you on Facebook, like I'm one of your secret fans that's always taking a look. First of all, because I want to see what Chubbs is doing, because I'm a big fan of Chubbs.
He's right here.
Is
Chubbs
he?
is
Oh,
right
can
here.
he come? Can he come and be on TV?
Hold on one sec.
Us Jack
Chubb,
Russell
Chubb.
lovers. One thing about Jack Russells, and I can tell you this because I have one of my own. Anytime you're on a Zoom chat, anytime you're talking on camera, your dog wants to be on TV.
Yeah, but he ran away now, though.
I know, unbelievable.
You know why he ran away?
Find him, Chubby.
He ran away, Casie, because you had to make your stakes payments, and he's a little bit worried that you're not going to have treat money for him now.
Oh, he is worried. I was shaking a little bit when I was doing that. I guess it's a good problem. I think we got some nice horses in the barn, and it's going to be a little bit expensive, but I guess that's a good problem.
Yeah. I always say when I die, I want to come back as one of Casey's dogs.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
All right, let's talk about some of these babies, because when we're not watching Chubby, we're watching the babies training, and he's keeping a close eye on these horses too. You've got a few that you put up quite often, and it kind of makes me think that these might be some of your favorites. Devil's Wish, Oju Hanover, and one that you named after Jeff. Nice buns.
I wish.
So yeah, we got 7 in the barn there right now, and those 3 you just mentioned are kind of the ones I like the most right now. Devil's Wish just recently, the last few trainings, has come around quite a bit. He started off, he was hard to get him gated. He's a McWicked colt out of Better's Delight family, and I always call him a Better's Delight. Actually, the kid that takes care of him, Austin, he always makes fun of me when I call him a Better's Delight because he just looks just like one. But couldn't be any happier the way he's come around these last couple training trips. And then on the other 2 fillies, this is Nice Buns here that you got on the outside there, it looks like in that video. And she's training fantastic also. Very, very fast filly. She's got a few little issues. She's got a couple sesamoids that bother her a little bit, but if we can keep her sound and get her put together, this filly can fly. She's probably my fastest one. And then Juice. I pronounced that wrong a lot too, apparently. But she's a very fast filly. She's been a little bit of a head case. Like, she was very, very hard to break. And my guys that train for me and groom for me have done a fantastic job settling her down. I've never yet had a horse land in the pond on me at the farm. This horse landed in the pond with a jog cart on, and everything was okay. Everything was okay, and she didn't get hurt from it. And then she's done many different things that are crazy, but the last few weeks she's had her brain on and her head spin together, and she's been training fantastic, and she's a fast filly. So out of the 7, those are my 3 that I like the most right now.
So I, too, am a fan of Casie's on Facebook. And staff-wise, have you seen some of the meals that she treats her staff
No
to?
kidding. And the parties, too. I would imagine you got a good one coming up on Sunday
Super
for
Bowl
Super Bowl.
Sunday. That's going to be a good party, I imagine, for sure.
So actually, now you're going to break the news and disappoint everybody. I had a big Super Bowl, or not a Super Bowl, I had a football party here a couple weeks ago. It was Deshaun Miner's birthday, my assistant trainer, and there was the 2 football games, and I had a huge party, probably 40 people here. Anyways, Lisa and Eric Cherry were nice enough to invite me to their Super Bowl party on Sunday, and I decided I'm going to go over there. So everybody's going to be kind of they're going to find out on your show right now that I'm not doing the Super Bowl party.
Oh, well, that's okay.
The invite.
That's all right. You did your work. I'm going to ask you about some other horses in here because Pass and Stowe is one that I kind of gravitated towards last season. What's the status on that one right now?
Pass and Stowe looks like $1 million. She's a big, thick. She looks like an age pacing filly. She's fast. She's smart. She was fast last year, and she raced very good in the States. And something happened when she shipped home from the States got to Canada. She got sore. I had to shut her down and wait on her till this year. But she's sound as a dollar right now, and she looks like $1 million. She's heavily staked. Her first stake to point her to is going to be home at the Fan Hanover. But I'm very high on her, and obviously being out of betting line, that's my man, and hoping that we can do some good things on the Grand Circuit with some betting lines.
What about Elodie Hanover? That's another one that you wanted to touch base on.
Yeah, Elodie, I don't know if she even missed the money at all. She probably paced 50-51. She was 5th in the She's a Great Lady final. She also was a little bit sore at the end of the year, nothing major, but she needed time. So I had her paid up and more, but I decided to shut her down and wait on her. And she's training like $1 million right now. So again, she will point towards the Fan Hanover also once the horses all ship up north. But been really, really happy with both of them, and they're both betting lines. So hopefully it's keep it in the family.
Boy, your training facility looks fantastic. How big is that track, just out of curiosity?
It's a mile track. We got the mile main track. We got in the infield, we got a 5/8 sand kind of track, and then we've got a mile long strip. The straight strip in the back also. So we got all the tools you could possibly need, and the track crew does a great job. Like it's hot here in Florida. Well, it's usually hot, but it's on sand, and they got to really pound the water and keep on that track, and they do a fantastic job keeping it as good as they can here at Sunshine Meadows. I've been real happy with the track.
Lisa and I want to know when we get to get a tour of your house, because we're just looking at the O'Brien Awards.
I want to know if you caught that marlin.
Yeah, like we want some of the stories behind some of the things going on here.
Yeah, what do you want to know? Oh, here's Chubby. Hold on.
Oh, thank
Chubby.
goodness.
Okay, the star of the show has arrived. And I love the fact that the flamberos are in the background.
Had she known we were going to put him on, she'd put a bow tie on him for sure. Oh,
There he is.
Hi,
Chubby.
Oh, this is the best.
He's like, listen, it's past my bedtime. It's time for a snack. Let's go.
Yeah, the dog does a lot of sleeping because he's busy working, man.
Exactly. So, Casie, just a couple other things that will let you go. Elisa and I, we love racing. It doesn't matter, thoroughbreds, standardbreds, but there is a horse that you have that's got a very famous thoroughbred name to it, named Nijinsky.
True, yeah.
So I'm just curious about that one and how Nijinsky's progressing right now at this point.
Yeah, and I call him Ninja. Everybody calls him Ninja. He's a cool horse, very cool horse. Very fast animal. I'm really he was just an OSS colt last year. We didn't race him in much Grand Circuit, but I'm fully staking him up. He's going to be paid on the North American Cup and the Beach and a bunch of other big stuff, and shoot for the stars and see what happens. But he looks good. He's training good, and he's a fast animal. So I'm hoping he's going to be 1 and 1A with Legendary in the NA Cup is my hopes, but very nice colt.
Well, Jeff was asking me the other day on the show, he said, what's your favorite driver-trainer combination from the past? And at the moment, he just caught me off guard. And afterwards, I was like, what about Casie and McDonald? I mean, this was
they
it.
were pretty good.
This was it, right? So, obviously you had a lot of success with McDonald family, but also, I guess some sad news the other day as well with the passing of American Ideal. And you had a lot of fun with McDonald's with that one as well.
Oh, for sure. American pretty much put myself and Mark McDonald on the map. He definitely did. We'd never been to the States, both of us. We never had a stakes horse, both of us. Well, I know I hadn't. I'm not sure about Mark, but he was an unbelievable animal. And yes, it sucks. Obviously he passed, but he's 22. He had a great life. It just, it sucks that happened, but it's just, he's going to be missed, both on the racetrack and in the breeding shed. He had some amazing babies. This race you're showing here right now, I think that might have been about the first time that I ever raced him, and he was absolutely unbelievable as a 3-year-old. Just an amazing animal. I wish he got over $1 million. He drew. He's the only horse ever, I think, Bob Hayden told me this, that drew the 10-hole Meadowlands Pace, 10-hole North American Cup, 10-hole Breeders' Crown.
Wow.
And he had unbelievably bad luck in the post-position draws, and he should have made over $1 million, but he was just under it. I think he had just under 900, but just an unbelievable sire, an unbelievable racehorse, and he's going to be missed by everybody, that's for sure.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out, Case, the other day, well, he was better at, in the breeding shed or on the racetrack. It's close. He was really, really good. Casie.
My first baby I bought of American Ideal, I'll never forget, was Idyllic, and $13,000 baby, and I think she made about $1.5 million.
Wow.
And so I liked him as a stud right from the beginning too.
Well, if you can find one of those $13,000 horses for Lisa and I, we can send you down the American money, no problem.
Better yet, we're just going to book some flights, right?
Yeah.
We'll be down. We'll see you tomorrow morning. Jeff's actually a pretty good groom. I can jog one, so you got some more help coming your way.
Sounds great.
Casie, thank you so much for taking time out of your schedule. You squeeze us into your schedule. Kenny Middleton said that we should ask you to flex. Do you want to flex? Because we've seen the gym pics of you. Kenny says he got.
I'm wearing a sweater. I'm wearing a sweater.
We'll let you go.
It's cold here. I'm wearing a sweater. I got to remember. My mom and dad told me I got to say hi.
Oh yeah,
there you go.
Absolutely.
All right.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, Dad.
It was just your mom's birthday the other day too, wasn't it?
December 10th was her birthday.
Okay.
December babies are the best.
That's right. Yeah, we're Capricorn, so we're with you on that.
Casie, all the best. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
There you go, Casie Coleman, taking time out of her schedule to join us.